Hey y'all, it's Andy from ampdpanda. Well, today's the day. We're going to be reviewing the GFUEL Mandarin Orange Rapid Fire flavor inspired by Contra. And I mean, if you know what Contra is, I would hope you would do, but there's a lot of folks that are probably bored after this time. Contra itself was actually in NES, or Nintendo Entertainment System, released in 1988. Actually originally started as an arcade game in 1986. But the NES game some consider as the greatest of all time. Well, I kind of do. I enjoy the game. I think the game is wonderful. So the plot of the game is that you've got these two here. You got Bill and Lance. As you can see, at least in the game itself, they don't have their bandanas, but if you look at the actual cover art for the NES, they do. And it's a little bit of an inspiration, or even a homage, you could say, probably to Rambo and some of the action stars. Shockingly enough, in Europe, it's actually known as the Roboticator, and these guys are actually robots. But plot is that these two have been charged to actually go into and demolish and destroy the Red Falcon faction in the guerrilla warfare of the island that it's actually located. And so that's what you're kind of seeing here. Rapid Fire, in case you're wondering, is of course this little R icon. It's a power-up you get in the game that actually makes your weapon fire faster. So it's really kind of cool that they're doing this, because this was a Konami license. And honestly, the possibilities are endless of what this could mean if Konami themselves actually, like, if they're working with GFUEL to do Contra, maybe we'll see like Metal Gear Solid, maybe we'll see Castlevania, or some of those other classics, because I know this collaboration, not a lot of, probably the general demographic of gamers, at least those that are playing like Fortnite and whatnot, probably have no idea what this actual title is. They had many different ports and updates and sequels actually to a lot of other ones like Super C and whatnot. There's actually a really good video I'll probably put in the description from the Angry Video Game Nerd, who actually talks about how great Contra is. And we'll jump into some gameplay here while we're kind of reviewing this. But let's look at the details of this box first. So, as you can see, we've got Lance and we've got Bill. This is their in-game sprites. This is going to be stage 1, where it's more the forest and stone area with Rapid Fire, and the power-up. On the side here, you've got a bunch of the enemies that you fight. You've got some of these little commando-looking dudes that kind of run around, and then you've got this guy that actually has a rifle that shoots at you, as well as some of the placement stuff there. And then, spoiler alert, if you haven't played the game, Stage 3, one of the bosses, because there's several stages that start, with the first one starting in the forest on the island, but many different stages. But at the end of Stage 3, you fight basically a big alien boss. And let's just face it, it's a xenomorph. Come on, it looks like a xenomorph. It looks like it's from Alien, if you're used to the Alien franchise. And this is one of the bosses you actually fight. It's got the turbine here. No window in the new kind of setup that they've got. So now we'll open her up and take a look. we've got the tub first. We've got the nice shaker cup, which we'll take a look now. That's pretty badass. This is stage 1, obviously, from the game itself. You actually pop off right here in the beginning, and then you kind of walk over, and this is the first power-up you get to destroy with all of the enemies that are here, as well as your second player. And these little capsules that fly across, you actually shoot and destroy them, and they'll give you some more power-ups. There's a few different ones that are actually here, and they kind of symbolize that a little bit here. But this is an excellent shaker showing all that lovely 16-bit goodness with the mandarin orange top. And the insert is the same. And yeah, they do have the measurements on the inside, which you can't see. So, pretty awesome looking shaker. Honestly, this would be one that I would consider maybe making metal, but that's just me. So yeah, the sticker, of course, has got everything in the front. Here, you've got Lance and Bill, Contra, and you've got the explosions kind of happening in the game that occurs. So, same story here with the tub. The only difference here is that what's really cool is they have the energy, focus, endurance, and reaction. And they all have a different power-up. Anything from the spread shot, you've got the flamethrower, you've got the flashing boom that's with that, and then you've got the laser, which is what that's included with, as you can see. So it's pretty rad. So let's go ahead and open her up. And we'll take a look at some gameplay while that's happening as well. Oh wow, that does smell really good, like a mandarin orange. And yeah, we got the scooper at the top here. Alright, we got that in. Let's go ahead and put this shaker on here. crazy how there wasn't as much, I would say, I don't know. I don't feel like there was a lot of hype about this. I guess it's just because, you know, some of us older folks really love Contra and these kind of classic licenses. So it'd be, oh, it's so badass that these are coming out. I'm actually looking forward to this, and if there's any other ones too. Now that we've got this thing shaken up, let's go ahead and throw her in here. This is my new glass that I'll probably just be using for all of this sort of stuff. Just so we get a nice look at it. Alright, so that's what it looks like. Cheers. Oh, it's smooth. It's definitely a mandarin orange, but definitely smells it too. So this is real smooth. It's a real smooth, kind of a sweet orange, obviously, flavor. But it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me a bit of like the old time of Tang, but much better than Tang. But that's just me. Another thing that's interesting about Contra itself is that during the time, it's also known for having the famous Konami code on the intro screen. It's because when you play Contra, you actually only get 4 lives on a per stage basis. What's nice though is that you have unlimited continues. So wherever you die in the stage, you restart the stage. But if you do the Konami code, up, down, left, right, A, B, start, and you do that, you actually get 30 lives itself that you can actually use, which you'll see in the gameplay. Excellent flavor. I'm actually very glad I got this. I'll probably drink this a lot more in comparison. Well, that's kind of it for the review itself. Let's enjoy the rest of the gameplay as it shows kind of the end bosses getting destroyed in the rest of the stages. Sorry, it's been a minute. I've just moved, got to a new location. Obviously, you could probably tell. Took a minute to actually get started up, so we'll be doing some more content from this point on. But if you get a chance, you're really into the nostalgia of old Nintendo, this is definitely the way to go. That collaborates with a good license from Konami. Hopefully GFUEL, and I'm not sure what their partnership status is and working with these different companies or whatnot, but I hope they do more Konami titles. Honestly, it would be a dream if Metal Gear was a thing, or Castlevania, I'm sure would come up, but we'll see. I'm going to finish this off. Feel free to hit comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one on the ampdpanda channel. Thank you.